Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm here with our September 30th new releases, which include our 2026 planners, which also means that we are having our buy a planner, get a kit, weekly kit free sale. And then we're also having our buy a weekly plus monthly insert, get a weekly kit 50% off. So it's our usual sale. I'm so excited. Y'all usually love it, so I am excited to go ahead and get into our 2026 planners, go over some of Friday's new releases, and then also, well, last Friday's new releases, and then also this week's new kits as well that you can redeem for that little BOGO if you want. So actually, I think I'm going to start with the 2026 planners first. And then I'm going to show you the Friday releases because they kind of match a little bit in a way. And then I'll show you the new releases for today in terms of the weekly kit and the foil. And then I believe that's it. I am a little bit sick right now, so I might keep my talking to a minimum, or you know, I'm just gonna try my best with not feeling great. So bear with me with that, but these planners are so large. I cannot get them out of frame. We'll start with the B6 first. We do have a handful of new covers. This is one of them. This one's called Collecting Memories. We have this one, we have two other ones that I'm going to show you, and then we have a couple other new ones on the site as well that I don't have here, but you can see pretty clearly. Before I get into the new planners, we do have our new 2026 planners, and then we have, you know, our usual undated ones, which we went ahead and we updated those back in April, I believe, to not have the numbers and the days of the week at the top. There's not a lot of changes to the planners this year. I kind of did some major changes last year, and some of them did not were not received that well. For example, the undated planners having days of the week and stuff in them. So that's been fixed. So I'm not going to try to fix what isn't broken. So the updates this year are pretty simple. And then also I've gone ahead and the notebook section on our website has been in a little bit of a disarray, I've noticed. So you can get a B6 size or a 7x9 size notebook as well with whatever cover that we're offering. And you can get that in dot grid, lined, blank, or like regular grid. And then also we did that with our inserts as well. So you can get dot grid, lined, blank, or regular grid for our ring inserts or the classic disc insert. So all of that should be there. So yeah, let me go ahead and jump into it. I'm gonna start with the B6 first. I usually start with the 7x9 first, but I think I'm just gonna start with the B6 because, I don't know, it's already here. So this is one of our new covers. It's called Collecting Memories. It's got like this really pretty patchwork with the denim, and then there's like a stitched Collecting Memories on there. And then I also did on the back, there's like a stitch Sadie stickers on here, and then this is the back cover, and you can see the inside as well has like a lacy denim to it. And you can get this cover, you know, on your new planner, or you can purchase our covers as usual a la carte if you want, because they are interchangeable. If you wanted to update your cover, you're able to do that, and that's available in the B6, 7x9, and classic disc if you are a disc girly. Anyway, this is our 2026 B6 planner. You have your normal This Planner Belongs To, Sadie Sticker Planner B6 2026. Here you have your 12 boxes, 6 on each page, 1 for each month. You have your updated yearly overview. So you have your 2026 on this side and your 2027 on this side. So you can look at the current year and then the year ahead for reference if you'd like. And then we have your usual dot grid, your front cover. This is the only change to the planner. Please don't hate me. We put the month here in the center of the dashboard. Usually it's down here. I decided that maybe it'd be more fun to be in the middle. A lot of people cover it up anyway, so I feel like it's not that big of a deal. I feel like with this, it's a lot of fun because you can put things around it and kind of make your own little mood board each month, was my thought process. Again, I guess I didn't really learn my lesson last year with trying to like not fix something that isn't broken. But this is the major change. I mean, other than we update the font every year, so this is this year's font. Honestly, I don't even remember what last year's font looks like off the top of my head. But anyway, so here's the dated one. So you have your January tabs, all of your monthly tabs here. So you have your January here, and then you have your January monthly, the usual. We have the Sunday start on the monthly, and then when you get into the weekly, it is Monday start, of course. So nothing has changed in terms of this. I mean, obviously the dates have been updated to be January 2026. Maybe January up here, Sunday through Saturday, your sidebar, and then your 1st through the 31st for January. And then, of course, flipping over here, you have the first couple of days of December here, and then January 1st is on a Thursday, apparently. And then, of course, your split weekend over here. So this is our classic B6 size. You know, of course, flipping all the way through, we got February and March, April, all the way until December. And then after December, you have a handful of dot grid pages. So if you order the dot grid notebook, it's just a whole coil bound version of just a bunch of these dot grid pages. So, and then on the last page, of course, we've got Sadie stickers on the back, just in case you forgot where you got this from. But there is that. That is the B6 size. And then we'll go ahead and go into the 7x9 size real quick as well. So let me see, is this the dated one? Yes, it is the dated one. And I have to zoom you out just a teeny tad because this guy is quite large. So I showed this one in the black chrome coil. I have this here in the silver, and I also have the gold. I feel like I usually only do the black chrome, but I was really feeling the silver on this one, especially with the silver safety pin and the silver stars on it. I just thought it was so cute. You can kind of see a size comparison here if you want to see the difference between the B6 and the 7x9 planner. I mean, when you look at the boxes, you can only fit 3 across here. So of course it's going to be a decent amount smaller. So this is our Little Memories cover. It says it's the little memories that will last a lifetime. It's on this really cute blue polka dot like fabric pattern. You have a little bow here, a safety pin, and some stars, as I mentioned. Here on the back, you have that doily again, says Sadie stickers, and your bow, and then more of those little stars, simple there. Then you can also see the inside here. There's a pink polka dot here, and then I did a silver coil with this. That's my personal preference. You can pick whatever you like, but that's what I thought would be cute with this one. Again, we have the same sort of layout here. This planner belongs to Sadie Stickers Planner 7x9, 2026. Then we have our boxes again. These are quite a bit larger, hence the larger planner. You have your 2026-2027 overview again in the 7x9 size. You have your January here as well, your dot grid as well. This has been moved to the center, like we mentioned on the B6, and then you have your January tab. As usual, tab opens to the month. That is an essential. When I first made planners, the #1 thing I wanted was tab opens to the month. I don't want the tab opening to an introduction page, just tab opens straight to the month. That's where we're trying to go. So we have our January here again, Sunday through Saturday. Your January is up here at the top. We have your January 1st through the 31st, and then your sidebar here on the side. And then jumping into the weekly, right smack in the middle, USPS decided to pick up your packages, which set the dogs off. Anyway, I am back. But for you, that was just like 1 second. But anyway, here is our little weekly overview here. So we have our, tells you what month you're in for this week over here. So here, since part of this week is in December and then the other part of the week is in January, you have December, January here. So these days are December, and then once you get to 1, obviously you're in January. So, and then of course you have your faint dotted lines to separate the columns if you like, but they're also faint, so they're easy to cover up. And then here, for example, this is the whole week, it's in January, so it just says January up here. So that is that for updates for this. As you can see, again, just flipping all the way through all of the months, and then we'll go all the way to the end real quick so I can show you the dot grid at the back. So then we have our dot grid here at the back as well. Just a couple of these pages. I believe it's 6. It's like 12 total, like when you count 1, 2, 3, like that, I believe. So you get a decent amount of little dot grid pages just for extra little notes if you need. And then of course you have your blank page here on the back and Sadie stickers. So this is our dated 7x9 planner. We've also updated all of our inserts. The inserts are basically the same for all of the updates that you see here. So I don't have every single variation of every single thing that we're releasing this week, but just the basics. So here, that was the dated one, and then here is the undated. Again, this was updated in April when we released our July start planners, just because there was a lot of feedback on that, having the months and the weeks blank. So definitely wanted to make sure that we had that here for you to show you. I can't remember if I showed you back in April, but this also gives me another opportunity to show one of our other planners. So this is with the gold coil, and then this is our archive cover. Really pretty red gingham with some lace and some Scrabble letters, and then on the inside it has just red gingham. On the back you have the lace and the gingham, and then Sadie stickers here. And then of course you have your usual, this planner belongs to 7x9 undated. We have your, just all the same basically, except you have your months. For example, you have your dot grid. This is blank completely. All of your tabs have no months on them, but you can buy month stickers if you would like. You have your empty monthly, so no Sunday through Saturday, no month, no numbers, nothing. Learned my lesson on that one. And then also on your weekly, you have nothing at the top as well. So completely blank slate for you to do what you would like with it. So that is that for planner updates, I believe. So like I mentioned, buy a planner, get a kit free. That discount is automatically applied at checkout. So make sure that you're putting both of those items in your cart so that you get the free kit. And then the other part of the deal is if you want to get inserts instead, you can do the weekly plus monthly insert in any size. We have A5 wide rings, A5 rings, B6 rings, A6 rings, and classic disc. So if you want to get any of those sizes in our monthly plus weekly insert, which is the $30 one, then you will get a weekly kit 50% off. Just again, put both of those in your cart, discount will apply automatically. So that is everything in the sort of planner world. And then going into that, here's some of the items that I released on Friday. Like I said, kind of matches the planners, just in the idea that these covers are I designed the covers for these sticker books first. Well, no, I think I actually designed them for the planners first. I don't know, it's been so long since I designed those planners, honestly. But the covers match. But I did do some little updates depending on, for the planners. This cover says the archive, but for here it says sticker archive, and then here it says collecting stickers, but if you get the planner version, it says collecting memories. And then this one's just the same, no matter which one you order. So we have our reusable sticker books here. I have these are the 4x6 ones. And you can kind of see here, we have some new sticker books as well to go with the new planner covers, even though these were technically released first. And then for a couple of these, more specifically this particular design, we have a matching vinyl as well. So this vinyl says collecting memories, and I just actually have it in here because I filmed a video with that. But there's the collecting memories vinyl, which you can pick up, and then we also have the sticker book it's the little memories that will last a lifetime. Again, the 4x6 sticker book with this pattern on the back. And then don't make fun of me, I actually made, no, it's fine actually. Is it fine? I'm pretty sure I made this sticker book upside down. I made it in a rush so that I could take pictures of it. So let's just ignore that. But here is the matching vinyl sticker that you can get. It's, again, says it's the little memories that will last a lifetime. And I just plopped that down here for my little sticker collection. So there's those sticker books. If you're set on planners and you just want a fun little new sticker book, you can also pick up the covers on these. So let's get into the actual stickers, you know, the things that we put in our planners and in the sticker books. I'm going to go ahead and start with the foil for this week. We are doing more winter foil. So just kind of to hop into it, we have our winter quotes. Showing these in gold, but thinking about it, maybe I should have done it in silver, but that's okay because one of the kits this week is in champagne gold and the other kit is in silver, so either one is fine. So you have your winter quotes here. We also have these snowy trees, these winter floral elements, some flowers and branches, and some pine cones, and then our winter floral bouquets, some winter floral wreaths and borders. So you have some wreaths down here. The center is cut out, and then the borders as well. And then the snowflake journal scraps, such a classic. Some winter foliage Polaroid frames. And then lastly, we have some snowflake string washi, which kind of look like the snowflakes that you cut out of paper. If you were to put that on a string, that's what that reminds me of. If this would, hello, is it my eyes or is it the camera? I think it's the camera, but there is the washi. So that is this week's foil, the winter foil. Moving into the new releases, I guess I'll start with the gold foil one since we're already kind of on a gold foil kick. This kit is called Dreaming. Giving vintage Christmas, rustic Christmas vibes. So the quote says, "Winter is the time for stories, staying warm by the fire and dreaming." Love me a good fireplace. Very wintry, vintagey green and red. Had to think about that for a little bit. The cold medicine that I'm taking is getting to my head. We have just very pretty wood textures in the background, snowy cabin vibes, super cute. You can see the color palette here with that rich red and the evergreen, the brown, and then a lighter green as well with that champagne gold foil. Here we have the layering page. More of that wood grain is so pretty. I love the gold foil on that dark wood grain. It pops really well. We have the bottom washi here with this dotted snowflake washi and header. You have your foiled brown headers, the green date covers, and then this red lace is so pretty. We have our foil sampler here, again with that dotted snowflake washi and divider. We have this snowy brick texture, some snowflakes, trees, some of those snowflake stamps, some little snowflake confetti and icicles. We have our deco add-on as well here. More of those florals. This super cute snowman with mittens on because his little toy hands definitely get cold in the winter. We have the journal add-on here as well. Loving all of the wood grain mixed in the Fluoro Deco. And then the alcohol ink swatches. And then we also have the decorative kit as well. So we have the flowers and then we have the bouquets. Here are the elements. Again, that little snowman there, a little bit smaller than the ones on the deco page. So you have a little bit of variation in sizes between the two. We have the edges here, which have like ripped paper and doilies in the back, like tea stain doilies and some film strips. And then of course some foiled icicles and trees and snowflakes. You have your layered page here with the envelopes layering. We have like more of those doilies, lots of little tape and paper pieces. So pretty. I actually need to take a sip of something real quick. My throat is drying out. So I'm reaching the point in the video where I'm struggling. So at least I got the planner talk out of the way. Here's the paper strips, and then we have the days and dates here with the red date dots. Now that I think about it, I probably should be drinking something warm and not ice water, but it's okay. We have our borders, which match those edges that I just showed you. Here are the scenes. We have the ski, no, they're not sticks. I don't know. They're for skiing, propped up against the cabin, and then we have this front porch here with some chairs. We have the box swatches, which has a little sampling of those scenes from the full boxes. And then finally we have the swashes with that really pretty wood grain behind the florals for that. So that is the Dreaming collection. And then next up we have this Winterful collection. Not Wonderful, it's Winterful. My autocorrect, as I was making these listings, kept trying to correct it to Wonderful. And so I had to tell my computer that Winterful is now a word. So problem solved. So we have our Winterful kit, which is in silver foil, and the quote says, "It's a Winterful life." We have really pretty, like snowy icicle vibes just going on here. Lots of these fun little foiled ribbons throughout, some snowflakes. You have this little Polaroid layering going on here, some of those foiled little bricks. So pretty. Some foiled stamps as well. Here is the boxes page with all of those fun blue and gray hues. Silver was definitely the perfect choice for this. More of that blue. You have a lighter grayish wood grain, almost like a shiplap here. And then some pine cones and ice skates and snow globes and all that good stuff. Here we have the bottom washi. We have the foiled ruler marks here on the washi and the headers, which you kind of saw there were some of those in here as well. So pulls that together. If I can get these sheets to stay together. You have this blue date covers and then that darker blue for your lace. Here is the foil add-on. So you have the ruler marks here for the washi and the dividers. You have the foiled snowflake bricks and some of those foiled little ribbons. And then some stamps and more snowflake goodness. We have the deco add-on here with some wreaths and scenes, that really pretty gazebo there. So pretty. The journal add-on. It's like a snowy brick here, and then more of those fun blue textures. The floral deco add-on. And then finally the alcohol ink swatch add-on. And then last but certainly not least, I'm going to flip through our decorative kit for Winterful. So we have the flowers and the bouquets as well. We have the elements. Love that candy cane. I wonder what flavor it is since it's blue. Probably blue raspberry. We have our edges here as well. Some more of that ribbon goodness and some foiled icicles. We have our layered page here. That snowman there is so cute. The paper strips, again with that wood and the brick. The days and dates with that dark blue date dot. Here we have the borders, again, with those ribbons and icicles. The scenes, this really cute teddy bear next to the window, and then we have these like wicker chairs that are like covered with blankets and pillows, and then tons of snowy vibes. We have the box swatches, which again you can see here. Pulled in a little sampling from the full boxes, and then finally the swashes. So that is everything for this week's new releases. Just to recap, we have the Winterful collection. Let me get these cellos out of the way. And the Dreaming collection. We also have these winter foils. And then, of course, we have the new sticker books, with some of them with matching vinyls. And then, of course, the main event this week are 2026 planners. So again, in case you missed it at the beginning of the video, we have buy a planner, get a kit, weekly kit free, or buy a weekly plus monthly, insert the $30 one and get a weekly kit 50% off. And both of those discounts apply automatically in your cart. So no code required. All of the other new releases for this week are marked down an additional 10% off as usual. So perfect chance to pick those up as well. And yeah, I believe that is everything. I hope that you guys have a great week. Let me know what size planner you are using or planning on using in 2026. Even if it's not like our planner, I'm just curious what size planner we're all using in 2026. I haven't decided what I want to do yet. I'm so overwhelmed with choices. I'm always going to end up with more planners than I actually know what to do with. So we'll see how that turns out. But yes, let me know. And yeah, have a great rest of your day. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.